right. Sally is excused today. Come on. Kayla, Mason, Zachary, Crampton, Riley, Riley, Jaylianne, Val, Katie, Dakota, Dalton. Okay. Dawson here, Olivia, Nate, Mary here, Mandy, Mandy Scott, Sharon, and Austin here. All right. I posted your first homework assignment. This one is individual only. Let me briefly go over it. It should not be terribly complicated. You're going to find it under assignments. It's basically a lot of annuity problems with no growth. The last question is a forward rate question. The number 7 is a bonus question. You don't have to do it. If you truly understood how we came up with forward rates, you should be able to do it. It's kind of a hybrid question. You're going to borrow some money now, and you're going to borrow 4 more times, but starting 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and 4 years from now. All of the money is going to be repaid at the end of 5 years. I give you the rates for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 years currently. What would be the fair rate? You want your bank to quote you only one number instead of 5 different numbers. And you're going to tell them, okay, tell me one rate, so I'll pay interest on those. And I want these on Excel. I'm not interested for you just find the answer. Basically use the templates that we had or anything else you want. But for each question, have a separate Excel sheet and find the answers in those. If need be, you can use GoalSeek to get your answers, but I want the stuff in formulas and other stuff, which means you do need to use, if you want to, the templates we built during the class. As you know, all of the lecture videos are posted, including the Excel files, and each of those describe you exactly what we did on that day, right? Next homework assignment will have both individual and group components. I haven't divided you guys into groups yet, right? We'll do that on Monday, because I'm not going to post that until next Wednesday anyway, at the earliest. All right, we got started with bond valuation, and we did talk about calculating the value of the bond, as well as calculating the duration. But for the duration, it was kind of ugly. I had to do all the stuff. Now we're going to write simple little, two We're going to write two functions. One will calculate value of a bond, and the other will calculate the duration, both Macaulay duration and what you want to call financial duration. Actually, I'm just going to calculate financial duration. But we're going to do this in VBA using macros. So first and foremost, save your file as a macro-enabled workbook. I'm going to put this on. Let me. You can name it anything you want. All right. I did show you guys how to have the developer tab on your computer. If you're using the computers here, you have to do it again. Under any tab on the ribbon, right-click, customize the ribbon. Make sure that this developer tab is checked. And you should have somewhere around here a developer tab. Under developer tab, hit Visual Basic. By the way, this kind of made me very happy the other day. I get a text from a student in another context, but actually Messenger DM. Apparently she saw me coming out of Lowe's. She realized that I'm Turkish. There's a big earthquake in Turkey, as you know. But at the end, it says, I hope you're doing well, yada, yada, yada. This is a student from about 10 years ago. I still look like a rock star constantly with all the Excel skills, including macros that you taught me in your classes. So when you know Excel and you can do even small things in macros, wherever you go, you're going to be a rock star. And when things go bad, who gets fired first, the rock stars or the tools? People who own the things, do things that are described to them without thinking. It's a rhetorical question. You already know the answer. All right. What I want to do, I kind of want to make this a little bit general. So I want to write a function write a VBA function that calculates the value and duration for annuities with a possible balloon payment. You can think of, for example, if there is no balloon payment, you just borrowed money for your home. It's for 30 years. You're going to make $400 a month payment. What's kind of the average maturity you're paying? Okay. No, that's 30 years. You're going to make 360 payments. The first one is in 1 month, but the last one is in 30 years. So what's the average maturity of those? Which we're going to figure out. I mean, we don't know the answer because it depends upon the weights that are given by the present values. You're simply not going to add up all the numbers from 1 to 360 and average them. By the way, average of all numbers from 1 to n is n plus 1 over 2. Okay? Because sum of all numbers from 1 to n is n times n plus 1 over 2, which is a formula that was derived by Gauss when he was 8 years old.